Hi, my name's Shaun from Staffordshire Wildlife Trust, and this short video looks at 4 woodland herbs I came across while doing a safety audit on our nature reserves. The video looks at plant identification skills, some historical medicinal uses of the plant, and some plant folklore. Hope you enjoy.
Here we have a show of wood anemones from Staffordshire Wildlife Trust Jackson's Coppice Nature Reserve near Copmere. The Plant Life website describes wood anemones as producing a galaxy of flowers, which is quite evident here. It is part of the buttercup or ranunculus family and flowers at a similar time to its family relative Lesser celandine. It is a nice simple plant to identify with deeply cut leaves and star-like flowers which rise directly on a separate unbranched stem. Its petals are white with a pinkish tinge and it has many distinct yellow anthers. Its preferred habitat is shaded areas, especially those within established deciduous woodlands. It only flowers for a short period of time, so it's a good one to keep an lookout for in woodlands during early April. Wood anemone is listed as one of the ancient woodland indicator species. There are about a dozen of these shade-loving plants, including bluebells, wood sorrel, and wood sanical. In sunlight, the flowers open wide, but as night approaches, it closes and droops its head so that the oncoming dew may not settle and injure the plant. In terms of folklore, the Romans considered these plants a lucky charm and would pick the first flowers to appear each year to ward off fever. So there we have the native wood anemone. Now let's take a look at another ancient woodland indicator species, wood sorrel. This delicate creeping plant has white petals with very fine purple lines running through it, and its leaves are very similar to the clover with 3 segments. The most fascinating thing about wood sorrel is that its leaves unfold during the day and can fold down if the weather gets too hot. This ability protects the fragile leaves of this plant. As part of the oxalis family, the plant's leaves contains acylic acid, which can give a sour taste, similar I think to apple peel. Although not very healthy due to the acid content, a few leaves scattered on a salad can give it a refreshing zing. In folklore, the wood sorrel is referred to as being the original shamrock. So, there we have wood sorrel, a nice woodland herb we could spot throughout our mature woodlands throughout the UK, throughout early spring. Here we have a stunning display of bluebells, which like wood anemones is another ancient woodland indicator. These plants love shaded areas, especially within well-established broadleaf woodlands. Bluebells are a very slow-growing plant and can take up to 5 years to establish from seed. Obviously, easy to identify, bluebells have a deep blue but sometimes white, narrow bell-shaped flower, and overall appearance is that of being quite fragile looking. The main difference between the English bluebells and Spanish is that the English bluebell flowers have their tips curl back and internally have white stamens, whereas the Spanish bluebells are more robust looking and have flower tips that simply splay out rather than curl back, and they can have blue stamens. Both species can hybridize together. In folklore, it was considered unlucky to trample on a bed of bluebells because she would anger the fairies that gathered there. Although not used for medical purposes, bluebells contain 15 biologically active compounds which can provide the plant with protection against insects and animals. However, some extracts are similar to the compounds tested for the use in the fight against HIV and cancer. Here we have some wood sanical at Staffordshire Wildlife Trust Loynton Moss Nature Reserve. Wood sanical is in common within Staffordshire and is part of the parsley family. Its preferred habitat is shaded woodland areas, and like wood sorrel and wood anemone, its presence highlights the maturity of a woodland. Flowering in May, wood sorrel's flowers are normally white, but like in this occasion, they can be pink. The fruits of the plant have small hooked bristles that are used to latch onto the fur of any passing animals, like badgers or foxes, so to help with the plant's seed dispersal. Wood sanical's distinct basal leaves have a long hairless stalk. This particular plant is at the base of a very mature beech tree, giving it good shade for most of the day. Known as the healer of all, wood sanical was used as an expectorant during the Middle Ages, with it being gargled to alleviate catarrh and respiratory symptoms. There are records of the plant being used to treat internal bleeding also. Its Latin name, Sanical europea, reflects its healing properties, with san in Greek meaning to cure or heal. Old plant lore books refer to the plant saying, "He that hath sanical needeth no surgeon." So there we have wood sanical, an ancient woodland indicator species that is steeped in healing plant lore.
I hope you enjoyed that video. To get hold of more great content and wildlife activities, please sign up to our Get Wild at Home web experience for free at www.staffordshire-wildlife.org.uk/wild at home. Thank you.